Good afternoon. I'm Billy Jenkinson for Christian News TY. We're here to talk about a Founders Day event the Williamsburg Historical Society will be putting on February 23rd. We want to make sure the citizens of the county know about this great event. Wendell Voisel, who is the director of our museum, is going to tell you a little bit about Founders Day. Wendell?
Thank you, Billy. In 1730, the king wanted or ordered the governor of then the Carolina provinces to have 11 townships laid out along the banks of the navigable rivers, and one of them was the Black River, and ended up being Williamsburg Township, which was one of the most successful of those townships. And that's part of why we want to do this Founders Day celebration. We want to take that history of Kingstree and of Williamsburg Township and bring it to the public, let them know what happened, who the people were, what their impacts were. And so we want to go back, and our first event this year on February 23rd, as Billy pointed out, will be our first Founders Day. And this year we're going to highlight the slaves and the contributions and impacts that the slaves had on the founding and the progress here in Williamsburg Township and what is now known as Kingstree. And so that is reasoning we wanted to do it. In the future years, we'll also be doing segments on the Scots-Irish that came in 1732 and 1734 with Roger Gordon and John Witherspoon. And we're also going to talk about the Huguenots that Francis Marion was, of course, one of. And we're also going to look into other historical aspects of Williamsburg County, including the Indians. And so we're excited about this event, February 23rd, Sunday, starting at 4 o'clock. And we're looking forward to having everybody there, and we just can't wait for the public to see this. We're going to have a special speaker, and I think Billy's going to talk a little bit more about him. But he's a hometown Kingstree native, and we're looking forward to it. Billy?
Wendell, thank you. The Historical Society is putting this on, but we have a special committee, which we call our Founders Day Committee, and I'd like to thank them and recognize them. Wendell, of course, being our executive director, Sue Ham, Cassandra Williams Rush, Latanya Parker from our Williamsburg County government, Lynn Wilson, a board member, Beth Horton, our president, Jennifer Gardner Saab, who is also a member of our committee. A very great committee to put this event on, and it's well underway. Our guest speaker is none other than an authority in the United States, a national authority, Joe McGill, who grew up right here in Kingstree. Joe is being sponsored as our guest speaker through the South Carolina Humanities program, and he is a recognized speaker on slavery. And as a part of that celebration, Joe is going to talk about slaves in Williamsburg County, or Williamsburg District as the county was known. Joe is a tireless advocate for the preservation of slave dwellings, and his slave dwelling project is changing the narrative on slavery nationally. I would urge you to Google Joe and his slave dwelling project. He will be our speaker. This event is free and open to the public and will be at the Williamsburg County Recreational Facility starting at 4 o'clock. We're going to have about a 30-minute social event. We'll have light snacks and drinks for those that are there, and then Joe will present our program, which will be very informative. What we want to do is make sure the African American community in our county is aware of our annex project, in which we will have a substantial African American historical exhibit of African Americans in Williamsburg County, beginning with slavery all the way up through the civil rights movement and to the present. We need pictures, we need oral history, we need information to be able to tell this story. We've engaged a professional museum exhibit company to come in and help us put this project together in this beautiful facility that we're currently renovating. But we need the help of our citizens in making this a great event, a place where all can come and learn about their history their family, and particularly African American family. We plan to see you all Sunday the 23rd, and we look forward to you being our guest. To help us get the word out, make sure you share this video, and we have a Founders Day celebration flyer which we will be circulating in articles in the paper. And if you need any information, please feel free to contact the Williamsburg Museum, and our telephone number there is
843-355-3306. And Billy, they can also find that flyer on the museum webpage, which can be found on the Kingstree Hometown Chamber webpage.
Christian News, TY.